G'day legends, it's Mark here from North Oz, and today you join me for a very exciting video where I'll be hitching a ride up to Atherton with my parents to camp the night in near freezing temperatures, all in the hopes of picking up my new to me Toyota FJ Cruiser. Let's get stuck into it. Here we go. Oh, they got fresh cars. They got fresh cars there. What do they got?
There's Mark's car right there.
Where is it? There it is. Oh, you can barely see it. Oh, yes. Tomorrow. Once we got to camp, we unhitched my parents' caravan and I set up the swag ready for the cool night ahead. It's very cold outside, so I just finished setting up my swag out there, and I do like my swag, so it's going to be nice to be back in it again, but man, it's cold. So cold outside.
So I've set up inside the van, and it's warm in here, so this is where I'm staying.
So warm. I think I might have to sneak in here in the middle of the night, break in. So you might have an unwanted visitor halfway through the night. It's like, what's that noise? But no, it'd be good. Yeah, it'd be good. So we're going to get dinner and stuff. We're going to cheat and get takeaway. So we'll, I know, so bad, isn't it? But anyway, it's all right. We were on a mission, which is to get the car. So that's all that matters. Yep. But anyway, apart from that, yeah, we'll get everything all sorted. And I got my 12-volt blanket all set up in there. So I should be nice and toasty. I'm getting soft with my old age. And yeah, should be all good. And then we'll pick up the car tomorrow morning. And if I don't freeze to death in the middle of the night.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully this video gets out. So guys, I wasn't able to film much of the actual pickup of the vehicle because it took a little bit of time between all the paperwork and sorting everything out. But it's a few days on now, and I've got it back down in Cairns. I've done a couple of 100 kilometers since we actually, picked up the vehicle, and there's a couple of things we want to talk about on the car. Well, first of all, we haven't really addressed the why. Why did we pick up a car like this? And the idea is it's going to do some light towing. That's kind of the ideas. One of the ideas that I've got for this vehicle anyway is to be less of like a all-in-one vehicle like the 79 series is. It's to be more of like a tow vehicle, and also to be able to do a little bit more of the fun stuff as well, because it's a bit more nimble than the 79 series. So that's a little bit of the why. And listen guys, it just popped up. I've had my eye on an FJ for a long time, and this one popped up, so I couldn't really say no. It's done 72,000 kilometers, so very low kilometers. It's been very well looked after. It's a 2014 model as well, so I will be doing a full breakdown of this vehicle and be doing a full walk around. But just so you guys know some of the basics is that the 2014 vehicles and up the late 2013 vehicles, they have the best features that you want on your FJ. And they got the 160 litre fuel tank, and they got an A-Track traction control system, which is very, very good. So there's a lot of exciting things on this vehicle, and it is in black, which is my favorite color in the FJs as well. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty exciting car. I'm pretty excited about it. It's going to be awesome for the channel. There are a few things. It is a second-hand car, so there are a few things we need to fix up on it. Things like tires, the wheels aren't great. The front nudge bar on it doesn't look the best either. So there's a few things that we'll probably end up doing. Suspension looks a little bit tight as well. There's a few things that we will be doing just because it is a second-hand vehicle as well. So we're not just going to leave it as it is. There's going to be a little bit of restoration stuff to do on it because it's not 100% perfect, but for a 10-year-old vehicle, it's about as good as you're going to get for an example of this year. And I'm very lucky because we've got Dad here. We're just doing a little bit of a run to takeaway, and got Dad here. Dad, what do you think of the FJ Cruiser? What do you think of it so far?
Well, remember I went and drove it first before you went up,
You did. You went a couple of weeks before I had a look at it.
Yep.
I sent you up there to scout it out for me and see if it's any good.
Yep. So we, my wife and I, we went and took it for a drive around the Tableland, and I was pretty impressed with the way it drove. It's very solid. Feels nice and solid, and yeah, you could see that how it's built to handle off-road a fair bit. That's how it felt when I drove it. I never drove one of these before, and yeah, so it's a bit smaller, I think, than the Prado as far as towing capacity goes. So this yeah, I thought it was terrific, and you know, even at high speed on the highway, it sat pretty comfortably, and a little bit rougher than the Prado, a bit more bump, but that's mainly due to the suspension, I'd imagine. It's quite a quirky car. It's got things on it that I've never seen before. It's got 3 windscreen wipers.
It's got some weird stuff.
It's got some weird stuff on it.
The walk around video of this car is going to be crazy for sure.
Yes, it's yeah, no, I reckon it's a great car. I think it'll serve you well for many years to come.
Yeah, and these vehicles are, you know, they're getting harder and harder to find in good condition. You know, this has done like no off-roading at all. You know, there's no signs of off-roading. There's no real dents, scratches. The skid plate's copped a bit, but that looks more like it's from curbs more than anything. I mean, it's in great condition. It drives like a brand new car, really. I'm pretty impressed by it so far.
Yeah. And I mean, 72,000 kilometers on a car like this is really nothing. That
was like that guy at the caravan park. He said, you know, 72,000 kilometers, that's barely run in on a Toyota.
Yeah,
so,
that's it.
You know,
and I mean, it's got a V6, a V6, what, 3 liter, isn't it?
4 liter.
4 liter, wow.
Yeah. So it gets up and goes. Like,
yeah.
You know, I've been using, you know, turbo diesels for a long time now, and that's really the only full drives I've owned. But I mean, this thing gets up and goes a lot faster than my 79, and it's a lot more comfortable at speeds as well. Like, we're not having a shout here, you know what I mean? Which is something I got to try and get used to, because I'm always used to shouting in the 79. So, but in the old agricultural vehicle, but this one, yeah, it's a lot more like a car. You do sit further back and in it. You're not as on top of it, which again takes a little bit of time to get used to as well. So, yeah, there's definitely a little bit to get used to from the 79 to this, but I'll still be using the 79, definitely, but this is just more comfortable as a daily driver. It's got the 5-speed automatic in it. It's just get in and go. Like, it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy to drive.
There's a lot of room in the front as well. It seems to be catering for the passenger, the front passenger and the driver, because the back part of it does hold, it looks like 2 people, but it's you know, like minimum space. So it looks as though they've sort of built this car for 2 people really, and maybe little kids to sit in the back possibly, but which gives you a whole lot of space in the front. It's very comfortable. Huge side windows, so you have really good visibility.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff on this car.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's going to take us ages to do the walk around.
Yeah.
But the doors are, like, one of the things I immediately noticed is the doors are massive. So, you know, when you get in the car, you don't actually have to climb like up to the side and then in it like you do in the 79. It's actually like you can just slide straight in it because the doors are huge.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of interesting quirky things on this car.
It is, isn't it?
That you notice straight away. Absolutely, but not a lot of people talk about. So I'm definitely interested in sharing that with you guys in our next video for sure. So make sure you guys stick around for that. You know, if this video gets enough likes, I reckon we include Dad in there as well. We'll try to take up a little bit of your time as well with the walk around, and where you can show all the people all the cool stuff that you come across and that we come across, and
sure,
it'll be a good time. And like we said, there's a lot of quirky things on this vehicle, so we're looking forward to showing you around for the walk around. So make sure you stick around for that one, guys. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss it. make sure that bell icon is on. And apart from that, I think that's pretty much it. You got anything else to add, Dad?
Not really.
No. Sweet. All right. Well, we'll
See
save
you.
it for the walk around.
See you next time.
See you guys.